you got to interview one of my favorites, Prince.
Oh, yeah.
Please tell me about that.
Well, I thought somebody was like pranking me because he actually called my phone and said, hey, I want you to interview me. And I was like, oh, yeah, right, who is this? No caller ID.
Yeah.
And
on the caller ID.
Yeah.
Did y'all catch that?
I was like, is this for real? Because it was just when he came out from wearing slaves, so he was actually willing to talk because he'd already gone through all the stuff with his record company. And I was like, well, this is going to be the first time everybody's seen you talk. And why do you want me to interview you?
What did he say?
And he was like, well, I've seen you in your interviews. And I'm like, oh, dear Lord. Okay. And he goes, you're going to ask questions that people will genuinely want to know about. And I was like, okay then, still not believing it was actually real. And I was 3 months pregnant with Phoenix, who's now 24. And so I thought, you know, I'm going to dress up like what I think that Prince was going to like. So I had a long ponytail.
Yes. You got to be dressed up for Prince.
What do you call those things?
Like a choker?
No, turtleneck dress to the floor.
Okay.
Yes. And I could barely walk in it. I was like, sat down, I was like, let me just take my shoes off. And we just hit it off. He was such a nice guy.
Wasn't he?
God bless his soul, yes.
I know, I miss him so much. Yeah, Prince will call you, honey. Before you know it, and you got to make sure you got on the right heels, that's for sure.
Exactly. But I got to spend like 4 days with him. I got to hang out in his like room where he plays all his music and jams, and I got to eat. I think back then, vegan food had just come out, so he had all this vegan food, and I was like, it's not chicken? What's chicken?
Wait, what is this?
Yeah, but I had fun with him. I mean, he's a legend. The music that he's done is just incredible.
I could listen to Prince stories all day. He's like my top 2 favorites. So thank you for sharing that with me.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome. And then what isn't funny is I have to sit next to the boss, Simon.
I was gonna ask, because that's another thing we have in common. You know, I'm used to Simon, and you work closely with him.
I love him, but he's so annoying. It's like that annoying brother that just keeps on talking and talking. It's like, oh my God, Simon, shut up. I know you're my boss, but shut up. He's like a child.
Do you remember the first time you met him?
Oh my God, yeah.
What was that like?
Well, it was kind of weird. The first time we met him as Spice Girls, when I first met him, we were singing to him in a car park.
Really?
We were singing a cappella because we'd heard that he's like the best
like
manager, whatever, to have. So we bombarded him before he got in his car, sung a cappella to him, and he went, girl bands are never going to work. And then to this day, I still say to him, oh, girls bands are never going to work, are they? And he's like, oh.
It worked, Simon! Oh my goodness, I love that. See, I'm like, well, what was your history with Simon?
I've known him a long time.
A long time?
A long, long time, yeah. And I'm actually happy now that he's found his lady, he's had a kid, he's mellowed a little bit. And then I still get to throw water on him when he really wants
love
me.
that. That's the part I love. But I love Simon too. He's awesome. He is so awesome. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.